Airports are gateways to the world, but what if I told you they're also the scenes of some of the craziest, most bizarre discoveries you could imagine? In today's video, we're going to explore the craziest discoveries ever made by airport security stories that are not only shocking but often hilarious. These findings reveal an ongoing battle between smugglers and security teams, with each side constantly trying to outsmart the other in a game of cat and mouse. And trust me, as we dive deeper into these unbelievable incidents, you'll be left wondering what will they find next. Stay tuned, because things are about to get even crazier. 19. The Wig That Raised Eyebrows. Barcelona Airport, 2019. The usual hustle and bustle fills the terminal as passengers hurry to catch flights, check in luggage, and pass through security. Among the crowd, one man stands out not because of what he's doing, but because of his outrageous hairstyle. A traveler from Colombia, wearing an absurdly large wig, is catching everyone's attention. Airport security is trained to notice anything unusual, and the man's massive hairpiece immediately raises red flags. What looked like an innocent, though eccentric, fashion choice was quickly revealed to be a bold smuggling attempt. Hidden under the enormous wig was more than 1 pound of cocaine, with an estimated value of about $34,000. This wasn't the first time Spain had seen bizarre methods of smuggling. Over the years, security has uncovered everything from fake breasts to hollowed-out pineapples, all stuffed with drugs, but hiding a significant amount of cocaine under a wig. That was a bold new move. How many other strange objects have slipped through security checkpoints undetected? You might be surprised by just how creative and risky some smugglers are willing to get. Keep watching to discover some of the most unbelievable finds that have shocked airport security over the years. Have you heard the story about discovering a tiger cub inside a suitcase at the airport? 18. The Tiger Cub Hidden in a Suitcase. Let's journey to the bustling Suvarnabhumi Airport in Bangkok, 2010. A woman, preparing to board a flight to Iran, had something in her suitcase that no one expected: a 3-month-old tiger cub. The cub, who was fast asleep and hidden among the stuffed toy tigers, likely had no idea of the dangers surrounding it. The unusual weight and shape of the suitcase raised red flags, prompting a deeper inspection. When the officers opened the luggage, they were greeted by a sad reality: an innocent tiger cub, struggling to breathe and crammed into the tight space. The woman carrying the suitcase claimed ignorance, but her excuses fell on deaf ears. It was clear that this wasn't just a case of smuggling on an international scale. The tiger cub was rescued and sent to wildlife authorities, but the incident raised pressing questions about the thriving illegal pet trade. But what do you think? How can we better protect these animals, caught between profit and survival? Share your thoughts in the comments below, and stay tuned for more shocking finds from airport security. Now, if you think smuggling drugs or weapons is wild, wait until you hear this next story. Before we dive into this story, I have a special 10-second request for all of you listening. If you can help me out in any way, just hit that notification bell and press the subscribe button. It means the world to us. It really helps support this channel. And if you do that for me, I promise that my team and I will do everything we can to make this show even more amazing for you. Do we have a deal? 17. The Fish Smuggler's Skirt. Imagine stepping through airport security only to find someone attempting to smuggle live tropical fish under their skirt. Yes, this strange but true incident unfolded at Melbourne Airport in 2005. She had strapped pouches of water, each containing live tropical fish, to a specially designed apron under her skirt. It was quite literally a walking aquarium. But her creativity wasn't enough to fool airport security. What gave her away wasn't a suspicious item in her luggage. It was the strange splashing sounds coming from her waist. As soon as security heard the odd noises, their suspicions were raised. The woman, of course, denied everything. But after a closer inspection, officials found the hidden aquatic contraband. It's almost laughable if it weren't for the serious implications of her actions. In Australia, biosecurity laws are strict, and for good reason. The country has a unique ecosystem that can be easily threatened by the introduction of non-native species. Smuggling live animals, particularly tropical fish, poses a serious biosecurity risk. Had she been successful, those fish could have fetched a high price on the black market. But Australia's biosecurity laws don't play around. How many strange and creative ways do people try to slip through customs? The world of smuggling is filled with wild stories, and this one just scratches the surface. Stay tuned, because the next airport find might be even more bizarre. 16. The unusual trip. Airports are known for surprises, but nothing could prepare the staff at John Lennon Airport in Liverpool for what they encountered in 2012. It wasn't suspicious luggage or live animals that drew attention this time. It was a mother and daughter trying to board a plane with their deceased relative, dressed and seated in a wheelchair as if nothing were wrong. The man in question, 91 years old, was their relative, and their plan was simple but bizarre to transport him on a budget flight to Berlin. But they didn't notify anyone that he had already passed away. Instead, they placed him in a wheelchair, put sunglasses on him, and wheeled him through the terminal. At a glance, it looked like an elderly man needing assistance for the journey, something airport staff see every day. But airport personnel quickly became suspicious. The man was completely unresponsive, showing no signs of life. The two women insisted they didn't realize he had passed away. They claimed they thought he was just sleeping and denied any ill intent. This incident led to a wave of media coverage and criticism. How could something like this happen? Why didn't anyone notice sooner? John Lennon Airport faced backlash for not detecting the situation earlier, but the truth is, there weren't any clear signs indicating that the man was deceased when he first arrived. Airport staff are trained to spot suspicious behavior or unusual luggage, but this case was beyond the ordinary. And how many more unusual travel stories like this are waiting to be uncovered? Keep watching as we dive deeper into the strangest airport finds that have baffled security across the world. 15. Real bullets in a suitcase. Airports are no strangers to dangerous items being intercepted, but few stories capture the mix of shock and disbelief like the discovery of real bullets in a suitcase. In 2019, at Newark Liberty International Airport, security officials came across a chilling find that left everyone stunned. A traveler attempting to board a flight was carrying a large stash of live ammunition hidden within their luggage. It was a routine screening process that led to the discovery. The TSA's advanced scanning equipment flagged an unusual, dense shape inside the passenger's bag. When security personnel opened the suitcase, they found multiple rounds of live bullets carefully concealed in various compartments. The traveler, en route to a flight bound for a domestic U.S. destination, claimed ignorance, stating they had forgotten about the ammunition in their luggage. While individual bullets can't cause a catastrophe on their own without a gun, the mere presence of live ammunition on a commercial flight is a serious violation of aviation safety laws. It's hard to say, but one thing is for sure: airport authorities worldwide are always on high alert, ensuring that even the smallest breach of safety is caught before it becomes a bigger problem. Stay with us as we uncover even more shocking finds that airport security has stopped in its tracks. 14. The Methamphetamine Burrito. When you think of smuggling, your mind probably jumps to hidden compartments or fake identities. But how about a burrito stuffed with more than just breakfast? That's exactly what happened at Houston Airport, where a passenger attempted to smuggle methamphetamine disguised as a homemade burrito. This bizarre incident took place in 2019, and it remains one of the strangest discoveries ever made by airport security. It all started when the traveler, holding what appeared to be an innocent burrito, passed through the airport's security checkpoint. At first glance, it looked like just another breakfast item, but something about the weight and shape didn't sit right with the security officers. Maybe it was a bit too heavy for eggs and chili. Whatever the reason, the officers decided to take a closer look. When they unwrapped the tortilla, what they found inside was far from the typical morning meal. Alongside the expected fillings, there was a suspicious package wrapped in black tape. What was inside? A significant stash of methamphetamine, cleverly hidden in what seemed to be a normal burrito. Despite the traveler's insistence that it was just a regular breakfast, the truth was as clear as day. Methamphetamine, commonly known as meth, is a dangerous and highly addictive drug. According to the U.S. Drug Enforcement Administration, meth smuggling attempts have been rising, with traffickers resorting to increasingly inventive ways to conceal their products. From hollowed-out books to fake car batteries, it seems there's no limit to the creativity of those involved in the illegal drug trade. As airport technology continues to advance, so too do the methods of those trying to slip past it. Stay tuned as we uncover more jaw-dropping finds by airport security. 13. The iPhone Jacket Smuggling Attempt. In 2014, a smuggling attempt so absurd it could almost be a comedy unfolded at an airport in China. A man from Hong Kong had transformed himself into what could only be described as an iPhone warrior. But instead of wielding this technology with pride, he became the target of airport security's suspicion, and for good reason. The man, draped in an unusually bulky coat, tried to make his way through security with 94 iPhones taped to his body. Picture this: rows upon rows of iPhones strapped around his legs, torso and arms like layers of armor. He was quite literally wrapped in Apple's finest technology, but instead of being a tech hero, he became the center of attention. It didn't take long for security officers to notice something wasn't right. His coat was strangely puffed up, and his walk. Let's just say it didn't look natural. The man shuffled through the airport with the weight of nearly 100 phones strapped to him, making his movements awkward and stiff. Once the man was directed through a metal detector, his entire plan fell apart. The detector lit up like a Christmas tree, instantly exposing the stash of iPhones hidden beneath his clothing. As soon as officials peeled back the layers of tape and gadgets, they discovered the full extent of his operation: 94 brand new iPhones, smuggled in from Hong Kong. At the time, the demand for iPhones in China was sky high. Newly released models sold out quickly, and inflated prices made them a highly sought-after commodity. Keep watching as we uncover more wild and shocking discoveries made by airport security. 12. Over $1 million in gold bullion. In 2013, an extraordinary discovery at Crocodile Airport in India left both officials and the public in complete disbelief. After an international flight from Thailand to India, ground staff cleaning the plane stumbled upon something far more valuable than any forgotten luggage. Hidden inside the restroom were 24 gold bars, weighing a total of 53 pounds, with an estimated value of over $1.2 million. The gold was immediately confiscated by authorities, but this was just the beginning of a mystery. How did such a large amount of gold end up on the plane? And more importantly, who left it behind? Theories quickly began to surface. One popular theory suggested that a nervous smuggler, worried about customs inspections and the risk of being caught, decided to abandon the gold mid-flight. 11. The cat's surprise. In the world of airport security, it's not just smugglers and contraband that get discovered sometimes, it's an innocent stowaway. One such surprising find occurred when TSA officials at a U.S. airport used an X-ray machine to inspect a passenger's bag, only to discover something entirely unexpected: a live cat. The sight of a furry feline on the screen left officers startled. Was this an attempt to smuggle a pet onto a flight, or was there some other explanation? As it turns out, the truth was far more amusing. The traveler, baffled by the discovery, insisted that they had no idea how the cat ended up inside the bag. The TSA contacted the actual owner of the cat, who lived in the same building as the traveler. After some discussion, it became clear what had happened. The cat, notorious for its love of exploring cozy spaces, had sneaked into the traveler's bag while it was being packed. The curious feline likely found the open suitcase too tempting to resist, crawling in for a nap just as the traveler unknowingly zipped it shut. 10. Hidden ammunition and deodorant. In 2021, the TSA made an unexpected discovery at Atlantic City International Airport. During a routine X-ray scan, TSA officers noticed something unusual within a passenger's carry-on. The image revealed 6 bullets, cleverly hidden inside what appeared to be a standard stick of deodorant. The individual had hollowed out the deodorant, placing the ammunition inside and resealing it in hopes that security wouldn't notice. But modern airport scanners are incredibly sophisticated, and no matter how creative the method, the X-ray machines picked up the dense shape of the bullets almost instantly. The TSA confiscated the ammunition, and the traveler faced questioning, but no further danger arose from the incident. As airport security intensifies worldwide, the gap between creative concealment and successful detection grows ever smaller. Stay with us as we uncover more strange and jaw-dropping stories of what airport security has found in plain sight. 9. Peanut butter smuggling. Peanut butter might be a pantry staple, but in 2018 at Pittsburgh International Airport, it became the hiding place for something much more suspicious. Security officers made a surprising discovery when they found 3 vape cartridges containing THC cannabis oil hidden inside a jar of peanut butter. The smuggler might have thought the thick consistency of the peanut butter would prevent detection during luggage screening. But as the suitcase passed through the X-ray machine, something immediately stood out. In 2018, this substance had been legalized in several states, but transporting it across state lines without proper authorization was, and still is, a federal crime. Even users are bound by these federal restrictions when traveling, which could explain why the passenger attempted to conceal it. So stay tuned as we explore more unusual finds from airport security and what they reveal about the world we live in. 8. The wheelchair drug arrest. In 2018, at JFK International Airport in New York, security officers encountered one of the most creative and alarming drug smuggling attempts they had ever seen. What appeared to be a standard piece of mobility equipment, an electric wheelchair, turned out to be part of an elaborate smuggling operation. Hidden inside this seemingly innocent device were over 60 pounds of cocaine, valued at approximately $500,000. As the wheelchair passed through routine security screening, the X-ray machine detected something suspicious: dense, unusual objects inside the battery compartment. The cocaine was confiscated, the smuggler was arrested and faced serious charges, which carry severe penalties. As authorities strengthen their detection methods, the battle between smugglers and security becomes more intense. Stay tuned as we continue to explore more extraordinary finds by airport security around the world. 7. The turtle smuggling operation. In 2019, a remarkable case of wildlife smuggling unfolded at Kuala Lumpur International Airport, Malaysia, when customs officials uncovered a hidden shipment containing 330 live turtles. Initially declared as stones, these crates were anything but ordinary cargo. Upon inspection, hundreds of rare and endangered turtles, carefully packaged and ready to be shipped abroad. The turtles, which included rare species like the glowing turtle and the tortoise, were believed to have been poached from Madagascar, a country renowned for its unique and delicate biodiversity. These animals were likely destined for the illegal exotic pet trade, where wealthy collectors are willing to pay top dollar for rare species. These rare animals were placed under the care of conservation experts, where they could recover from the ordeal and hopefully be returned to the wild, where they belong. Stay with us as we explore more stories of airport security, each one a reminder of the importance of protecting the natural world from human greed. 6. Gun hidden in a DVD player. In 2014, a routine luggage inspection of a passenger uncovered a 9mm handgun hidden in an unexpected place inside a DVD player. The passenger was on their way to Mexico. The item was even wrapped in aluminum foil, perhaps in an attempt to fool the X-ray scanner. As the luggage passed through the X-ray machine, security officers noticed an unusual shape inside the DVD player. When the device was opened, they found disassembled parts carefully concealed within. While transporting firearms and checked luggage is legal under certain conditions such as proper declaration and securing the weapon, this passenger had not followed any of the required procedures. In recent years, the U.S. Transportation Security Administration (TSA) has reported an increase in the number of firearms intercepted at airports across the country. According to a 2023 TSA report, more than 6,500 firearms were discovered in passengers' carry-on luggage in that year alone. The case at JFK is just one example of how individuals continue to push the boundaries, but thanks to vigilant security measures, such dangerous attempts are frequently thwarted. Stay tuned as we explore more shocking discoveries made by airport security, each revealing more about the complex and high-stakes world of smuggling. 5. Passenger denied from bringing a South American python on board. In 2017, Tampa International Airport witnessed the discovery of a 4-foot-long South American python. The snake, hidden inside the woman's carry-on luggage, was detected by airport security during a routine screening, and soon after, the situation sparked both curiosity and concern among staff. The woman insisted that the snake, which she had named Bart, was her emotional support animal, and she was adamant that she needed the reptile with her throughout the flight. Emotional support animals are a common sight at airports, usually in the form of small dogs or cats. But a 4-foot-long South American python? That's a completely different story. Imagine the chaos that could unfold if a massive python escaped mid-flight, slithering around the cabin or startling passengers. It's a scenario no airline wants to deal with, which is why such restrictions are in place. Stay with us as we delve into more incredible airport security discoveries, each one more unbelievable than the last. 4. Dolphin skull in luggage. In one of the strangest discoveries ever made at an airport, security staff at Detroit Metropolitan Airport stumbled upon an unclaimed suitcase in 2020, inside of which was a dolphin skull. The owner of the suitcase was nowhere to be found, and the reason for transporting such an unusual item remains a mystery. From rare animal parts to illegal items, airport staff must always be on alert to identify potential threats or illegal activities, even when they come in the form of an unclaimed suitcase. But who was the owner of the suitcase, and what were they planning to do with the dolphin skull? Was it part of a personal collection or intended for sale on the black market? Leave your thoughts in the comments. And join me as we explore even more unusual discoveries from airports around the world. 3. The failed eel smuggling operation. In 2019, a bold and unusual smuggling attempt at Madrid Barajas Airport was foiled by sharp-eyed security staff. A group of passengers tried to transport 48 live European eels on a flight to China, packed tightly in plastic bags and stored inside refrigerated suitcases. While they almost succeeded, their plan was undone by a simple but critical mistake: water leaked from the luggage, raising the suspicion of airport staff. European eels, known for their slimy appearance and high market value in Asia, are a prized delicacy in countries like China, where they can sell for up to $40 per pound. However, thanks to the vigilance of airport security and law enforcement, these attempts are being increasingly thwarted. Stay with us as we uncover more incredible stories of airport security uncovering the most surprising and strange smuggling attempts. 2. A crocodile in the luggage. In 2022, an incident at Munich airport pushed the boundaries of bizarre smuggling attempts when a 42-year-old American man was caught trying to transport a live albino crocodile in his luggage. The idea of hiding a 3-foot-long crocodile in a suitcase might sound like something out of a prank show. The man's plan was surprisingly clever, yet doomed to fail. As his suitcase passed through the airport's X-ray machine, security officers noticed strange shapes on the screen. The shapes were unlike anything typically found in luggage, prompting a closer inspection. It's not every day you see a crocodile curled up inside carry-on luggage. The rare albino reptile was agitated, yet appeared to have survived the journey relatively unharmed, despite its cramped conditions. Wildlife experts were immediately called to the scene, and the crocodile was carefully removed and sent to a nearby sanctuary, where it could be properly cared for. With demand for exotic animals growing, the fight against wildlife trafficking is more crucial than ever. Stories like this one show that while smuggling methods may become more creative, they are no match for the expertise and diligence of airport security teams around the world. 1. The Lobster Encounter. In 2017, Boston Logan Airport became the stage for one of the more amusing and surprisingly legal discoveries made by TSA officers. When a large live lobster was found inside a checked bag, the sight might have raised a few eyebrows, but it was far from an outlandish event, especially for New England, where lobsters are a beloved and common part of the local culture. In this case, the lobster was found securely packed inside a cooler, with its claws carefully taped to prevent any pinching incidents. The cooler kept the lobster fresh and safe for the journey, ensuring it arrived at its destination in good condition. The lobster posed no risk, and the TSA officer even snapped a photo of the 20-pound creature before clearing it to continue its journey. Incidents like this showcase the diverse and sometimes surprising array of items people bring through airports. Stay with us as we continue to explore some of the craziest finds by airport security from around the globe. If you enjoyed today's video, please give it a like and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Your support means a lot to us. Click on the video that appears on your screen right now. I'm sure you'll love this content. Comment below about the next country you'd like to see featured on our channel. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. Thanks for being with us. Leave a comment, like to show your support, and remember to hit that subscribe button for more exciting videos. See you next time.